ขึ้นไลท์รอบที่4ของวันขึ้นเดี๋ยวนะฉันกดไลท์เราขึ้นปะ
ฉันไม่ได้ดูสุดเลยดูนะแต่ฉันเข้า YouTube
ไม่ทำมันคือว่ากำลังรออยู่รออะไรแต่เน็ตฉันก็มันคือว่ากำลังรออะไรวะมาแล้ว
อินเทอร์เน็ตมั้งฉัน
มาแล้วโทรป้าก็อยู่เนี่ย
Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over. I'll request a beating for you lot. You've been told not to drink during work hours.
โอเคตอนนี้หมอจะได้ไม่นั่นคือตอนนี้ประเด็นอยู่ที่ว่าได้ยินแต่เนี่ยยังไม่รู้เลยว่าแต่ว่าใกล้จบมากแค่ไหนแต่รู้สึกได้ว่ามันยังไม่ใกล้อ่ะ
ไกล
นั่นแหละอีกใกล้อ่ะก็คือแบบว่าไอ้ฉันนี่ตั้งเล่นตั้งแต่10 โมงยังไม่ถึงไหนเลยอ่ะมีแต่เด็กบ้าคุณป๊าไม่ได้ว่าจะเจอคนที่ไม่นานกว่านี้นะเนี่ยแต่ว่าแต่มาทำไมวะ
Long time no see, Astral Express crew.
มาหา
Evangeline has told me a lot about your happenings. Huh? It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us. We can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
ได้รับความช่วยเหลือจากองค์กรสงสารวงวานมาก
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC...
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep, they're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
โอ้ฟาสแย่มากแล้วในหัวคือมีแต่คำว่า top ass ทำไมกันนะเปลี่ยนมุมมองแล้วนี่ไงคุยกับโทปาร์คโอเค
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous... But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why on the issue of...
เก่งขนาดนั้นเลยอ่ะผลประโยชน์ตรงกันมากกว่า
Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where, as for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you.
โอเคไม่เป็นไรครับ
Please continue.
ไม่ครับสำหรับคนที่คนอย่างคนเราผมได้เสมอ
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
แล้ว
อะไรนะ
พรุ่งนี้ตอนไหนจะถึงพรุ่งนี้เร็วๆฉันอยากได้10 โลแล้ว
ไอ้6 โลอ่ะนะนั่นน่ะดิเพื่อน
คือถ้าฉันส่งพวกเนี้ยฉันได้64 โลเลยนะเว้ยมันจะเป็นเกือบซอฟต์พิตตี้แล้วพวกเนี้ยซอฟต์พิตตี้เลยเนี่ยว่ะพวกนี้เพราะว่าจะได้1 โลฟรีด้วยตอนนี้ส่งไป50 กว่าแล้ว
ลุ้นนะดิลุ้นเยี่ยวเหนียวนะ
คือชั่วโมงนี้แบบสุ่มแล้วแบบยังไม่ออกทองอ่ะกูเติมยัดแล้วนะไอ้เหี้ย
ไม่ไหวแล้ว
เออคือเติมแล้วไว้ถ้ายังหลุดให้กูดิกูแบบคือไม่รู้มันจะหามาจากไหนแล้วไงแบบ
ยัดเงินอ่ะ
ถ้าพรุ่งนี้80 โลแม่งไม่ออกอ่ะไอ้เหี้ยกูต้องหามาอีก60 โลเลยนะเว้ยกูจะหามาไหนอ่ะ
ยัดเงิน
ไม่เงินกูหมดแล้ว
คนกำลังจะครับ
คือถ้าเติมอ่ะ
We made a mistake
เติม
last
มา
time,
40 โล
and
ใช่
we're
ไหม
working hard to rectify it
รว
now.
มอยู่แล้วมัน
We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
เรื่องโซดาสกัดไม่ติด
So that's it.
ฉันว่า
They were the pair who were after
เราน่าจะ
Firefly at the
เราน่าจะ
time.
พักนะไอ้เหี้ยแม่งแถวบ้านร้อนชิบหายเลย
ไม่ไหวเหลือแต่คือไม่ฉันเสียดายเน็ตฉันเนี่ยมัน50 บาทอะเอามาเพื่อนั่งไลฟ์อะแต่แบบว่าถ้ามาไลฟ์ไม่จบก็คือฉันต้องเสียเงินเพิ่มไงเห็นไหมเองจะสอบได้ครับพวกเราจะกันอีกแล้วนะตกใจ
It's you again. Back for more.
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. Why? That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family.
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he... What murder?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the...
Why don't we just look for the security officer then?
คาแรคเตอร์ไปหาคาแรคเตอร์ที่ผมเห็นความฝันโอ้
เชียร์อะไรวะนะ
เฮ้ยตัวนี้คุ้นๆว่ะโอ้ยเดี๋ยวพาไปพัสเตอร์เวย์ซอยพัสเตอร์ร้องเพลงเลย
ก็คืออยากได้ LC ประจำตัวของชลอน
เอานายบอกว่ามันแรงอยู่แล้วไม่ใช่เหรอนายไม่ต้องมีดิถ้าบอกว่ามันแรง
Such tight security.
มีแล้วมัน
I
โกง
bet
ไง
they're
เพื่อน
stumped by
มี
the
แล้วมันโก
case
ง
as
กว่า
well.
เขาต้องกังวลว่าแน่
Gallagher.
เกอร์
Gallagher.
เกอร์
Where could he be?
หน้าเนี่ยโอ้ยดูดเลยขอดูดหน่อยแล้วกันนี่คาแรคเตอร์
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel. Hold on a minute.
มันจะได้คู่ผมนะ
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly?
ฉันเป็นคน
Not possible.
ฉันจะไม่ผิดแน่
It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while
ผมเป็นคนนั้นอัดฉันสะดวกเลย
I'm not letting you get by this time.
เชิญกลับไปเถิดไม่งั้นฉันจะคงคุกเขาอ้อนวอนคุณแล้ว
Please
ล่ะ
leave.
Huh? What kind of hate?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation.
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There have been a few people mentioning this.
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who...
He'll do. He's the one we...
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. That's it! Can you perform it again? Please?
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave.
คุณเจอผมได้มาก่อนแล้วรู้ว่าเขาเป็นคนที่มีหลักการมากแต่คุณรู้ดีว่าตอนที่เขาอารมณ์ดีหลักการจะใช้ไม่ได้ผลเท่าไหร่ไปแล้วเหรอ ได้ยัง
Let me see. Whoa! It's time to clock out, and no one's gonna.
ไม่ตกใจกันหมดเลยว่ะไม่มีใครรู้ด้วยว่าเรามีพลังของเจ้าหนูนาฬิกาเนี่ยใช่ไหมไม่มีใครรู้ว่าเรามีตกใจอะดิ อำนาจมืด
This clockwork.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's.
ไปหา
I was wondering what all the commotion was.
ว่าทำไมถึงบอกว่าเรียกว่าคุณเองนะ
Oh, it's you guys.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir.
สวัสดีคุณคาราเกอร์
Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite.
ไม่ต้องเรียกคุณก็ได้
Mr. Gallagher,
คุณคาราเกอ
you
ร์
even know my
รู้จัก
name.
ฉันด้วยเหรอ
Of course I do.
รู้สิ
You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guest of the Watchmen. I had an encounter with this lady in the golden hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too.
อยู่ด้วยไม่ได้เกิดขึ้นกับเด็กคนนั้นนะ
I'm sorry.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an
Why?
It's nothing.
ไม่มีอะไร
On Penacony, everyone loves the family.
ชอบตระกูลกันทั้งนั้นแหละ
No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go.
ใครบ้าง
Who wants to leave a warm
พลัง
nest?
งานแสนอบอุ่น
Just idiots,
เนี่ยคนโง่ของ
little
เป็น
kids,
นักศึกษาวิทยาศาสตร์
and
และ
inebriated
พวกขี้โมย
fools.
เยอะๆทั้งนั้นแหละ
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
But you got it
เข้า
wrong.
ใจไปแล้ว
I'm
เหรอ
not.
ไม่มีหรอก
You want to discuss
พ
the
วกคุณอยาก
case?
คุยเรื่องคดีเหรอ
Sure.
ได้สิ
Come with me.
ไปเถอะเลย
This is
ที่นี่
not a
บอก
good
ว่า
place
เท่า
to
ไหร่
talk.
เราย้ายกันเถ
Let's
อะ
go.
ในขณะเดียวกันอีกด้านหนึ่งเอาอีกด้านไหนล่ะด้านไหนอีกวะบอย
อะไร
โยกบ่อยเหลือเกินเนาะไม่ตั้งแต่เล่นมาฉันรู้สึกว่ารู้สึกว่าเกมมาดูโยกตัวละครบ่อยแบบว่าแบบเล่นได้อยู่โยกไปอีกตัวละครหนึ่งอะเพื่อให้เข้าใจ
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running
โยกมาหาเรื่องอั
effortlessly.
ชรอนโอเคเข้าใจได้ไม่จะเกิดสงครามที่น่าจะแบบนี้แต่ความฝันนี้ก็ยังเป็นคนเดินต่อไปอย่างเป็นระเบียบ
Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of
ว่าแต่ทำไม
such
คน
magnitude.
ถึงอยากให้อัชรอนเจอเบลตั้งแต่ก่อนที่ยังไม่มีเอ็นจิซัมนะก่อนที่บอกว่า2.1ยังไม่มาก็คือได้2.0จบปุ๊บแต่มีคนบอกว่าอยากเห็นอัชรอนเจอเบลเพราะอะไรอ่ะ
คนหนึ่งมีพลังสำหรับพลังลบล้างอีกคนหนึงก็หลุมดำในมือเนาะอยากให้เจอกันเพราะอะไรล่ะ
อยากเห็นว่า2คนนี้จะมีปฏิกิริยากันยังไงตอนเจอกันอย่างเงี้ยแบบว่าแบบจะบอกว่ามีความแบบเกรงใจกันไหมหรือจะแบบว่าระเบิดกันทิ้งเลยอย่างเงี้ยโอ้โหโอเคก็ได้เจอแล้วนะเจอแล้วอยากจะเจอบอกก็ได้เจอไงนอกจากพักเรื่องของภาษาแล้วยังมีคนอื่นน่าเป็นคนจะสามารถควบคุมอาการที่อยากตัวกันได้
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divine.
แต่ทางการมนุษย์ก็มีเวลาของมันเทพเองก็เช่นกัน
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
เที่ยวพูดออกมาเลย
Just pointing out the facts.
แค่ที่เห็นในความจริง
Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
หมายความว่าไง
The beautiful dream is crumbling, but not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses as people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequent.
ตอนนี้ที่นั่งคุยแต่นี่ที่คุยกันอยู่นี่คืออยู่ในฝันหรือว่าอยู่ในโลกความเป็นจริงนะฮะไอ้อยู่ในความจริงใช่ไหมที่อาชารอนกับเวลที่กำลังยืนอยู่คุยกันอยู่เนี่ย
ใช่
ไม่เหมือนที่ผมพูดกับภาษาคือสิ่งที่ต้องแน่ไม่มีความเจ็บปวดมีเพียงแค่ความสบายและความเพลิดเพลินพวกเขายิ่งใกล้เนื้อร้ายมากขึ้นไม่ว่าพวกเขาจะมีความสุขมากแค่ไหนแต่ความตายในตอนจบที่ไม่อาจเลี่ยงได้
Consequences and pain. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread.
อีกอย่าง
One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
แตกกระจายและทลายลงที่สุด
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron.
คุณยินดี
Are
จะระบายกับฉันสักหน่อย
you
ไหม
willing to share your...
Of course.
ใช่แน่นอน
That's if I remember.
ถ้าฉันยังจำได้นะในขณะที่กำลังพูดประโยคนั้นเธอค่อยๆใช้มือจับกระบังดาบเบาๆแล้ววางมันลงอย่างรวดเร็วในพริบตา
Don't mind me.
แค่เคย
It's
ชิน
just a habit.
ใจเลย
Owing to events in
อ
the
ดีตเหล่านี้
past,
ทำให้
I've become
เรื่องในชี
easily.
วิตต่างง่ายขึ้นแค่ตอนที่ฉันชักดาบออกมาจากฝักเท่านั้น
It's only when this sword is
ค่อยๆชัดเจน
unsheathed
ขึ้นเรื่อย
that
Take your time.
ๆตามสบายเลยที่นี่ก็ผม
that
นั่นแหละ
should do it.
ใช้ดาวนั้นที่เกิดขึ้นใน
I vividly remember everything that occurred on
ฉัน
Penacony.
ทำมาได้เลย
Ask away.
โอ้อ๋อโอเคอันนี้เราเป็นคนถามแล้วเป็นวิวต้องมาถามอาเชลอนเกี่ยวกับช่วงเวลาแห่งล่วงกุลุน
The moment of daybreak.
ไม่ได้ยินว่าที่นี่
I've heard that's where the dawn factory...
Behind the dreamscape song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical... They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and there I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent... For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill.
อันนี้คือก็คือเป็นช้อยที่เอาไว้ถามสารทุกข์สุขดิบเฉยๆว่าไอ้เดียวปากกายทองมีแล้วบ้างเฉยๆใช่ไหมเกี่ยวกับร้านเหล้าเกี่ยวกับตู้กดเงินอะไรเงี้ย
Gilded hour.
ใช่ปะ
Yes. Everyone there
ตรงนี้
is.
ไม่ได้มีอะไรกับ
I've never met any. I don't know if they would open the vault.
ไม่ค่อยมีอะไรมาก
I hear the...
เดี๋ยวฉันไปลอง
Perhaps
โทรไปเฉยแล้วกัน
Mr. Yang. I ran into a wizened lake in the humid sea breeze. Finally, she suggested we retreated.
The dreamscape of...
Then you all must have seen I saw an Intellitron. That Intellitron had been off. This time around, there were.
ไม่ได้รับเพื่อน
This is what I've seen and heard
ไปนอน
along the
บอกก็ได้
way.
โอเค
นี่คือทำไมฉันได้พบกันเดินทาง
4-5 โมงเจอกันหวังว่าน่าจะเล่นเนื้อเรื่องไปถึงครึ่งนะฉันตื่นมาอีกที
Penacony wasn't like
ตื่น
this
มา
a
ไม่ได้
long
จบแล้ว
time
เนี้ย
ago.
ตลกดี
Nor should it
ได้
be.
เป็นอะไรยากอีก
โอเค
โอเคเพื่อนเมื่อนำสนามแล้วเป็นคนนี้ไม่ได้เป็นคนนี้แต่เป็นคนนี้ก็ไม่ควรจะเป็นแบบนี้ใช่ไหม
I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their... This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, they slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of...
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing facing his final victory. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths, even if not completely similar. The story you just told, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the Huns, exactly what sort of power?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but dark? Then why, exactly, do we even walk?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron.
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt. But you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of Asdana's White Oak and warm it up. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, she's an emanator who should not exist.
ที่ทุกคนจะมีโอ้เปลี่ยนมุมมอง
You look pale. Or is...
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my undertaker now.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. That they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed Miko. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IP.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed.
Well, maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last leg.
What's this? Medical advice?
เขาแนะนำของแพทย์กันเลยสวัสดีครับผู้เฮ้ยสวัสดีครับผู้สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับพี่ป้อมไม่เข้ามาคุยดีๆไม่จะพิมพ์แชทใน YouTube ตบพื้น
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor.
เน็ตไม่ดีอย่างเงี้ยแหละน่าจะเป็นดราม่าดีน่าสั่นสัจจา
Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you. Wing-headed scout. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway. It's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from me.
สวัสดีครับผู้
เฮ้ยสวัสดีครับผู้เฮ้ยพี่เข้ามาจริงเหรอพี่ผมพูดเลยนะเนี่ย
เฮ้ยไม่เข้าก็ได้ไปแล้ว
เอาอย่าคุยเพื่อนกูหน่อยไอ้บอยไม่อยู่อ่ะ มึงคิดดูกูเสียเงินไป80 บาทเพื่อจะเอาค่าเน็ตให้มันแรงเพราะมันไลฟ์สดได้
ลงทุนยัง
ลงทุนเป็นธรรมดาพี่
เดี๋ยวแม่ง
แต่ในที่ขนาดกูทำขนาดนี้แล้วเนี่ยกูก็นั่นแหละ
Would you be willing to support my performance?
แต่กูเสียดายไลฟ์แรกมึงเห็นไลฟ์แรกปะไลฟ์แรกมันมีคนที่กูไม่รู้จักมาคอมเมนต์นะไม่ใช่ไอเต้นะเป็นอีกคนนะกูจำไม่ได้กูไม่รู้จักเขา แล้วมันมีช่วงหนึ่งที่ซับกูมันขึ้น34ซับอะแล้วมันก็ตกที่33ซับอะคือเขากด follow กูเขากดซับกูแล้วเขากดอันซับ
กูดู unfollow
คือกดซับปุ๊บแล้วก็กดอันซับอะกูงงมากเลยอาจจะให้
แต่ตอนนี้จะกลายเป็น32
เฮ้ยมึง มึงจะกดอันนั้นมันก็ขอบคุณเพื่อนกับเพื่อนของฉันด้วยนะ
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger?
Well,
เล่นในเรื่องมึงรู้
you see,
ยังไม่ถึงครึ่งทางเลยอะมึงคิดดูกูแล้ง
can't
แต่10
bear
โม
to
ง
see anyone in this extreme suffering from poverty.
ทำไมเรื่องยาว
Incredibly kind of you.
หลายๆอย่างอะ
Thank you so much, sir.
มัน
And if you ever get the
ใช่
chance,
มีคนมาขัดกูเยอะเกิน
please feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
แล้วกันขอบคุณมากแล้วยินดีที่ได้พบกันถ้ามีโอกาสเชิญคุณมาฟังเพลงฉันร้องเพลงได้นะ
Sure thing.
ได้เลย
By the way,
แกทำอะไรเพื่อนหน่อย
do you happen to know anything interesting about
Death?
มรณะ
That's
ไม่ใช่ความพูดที่น่ากลัว
a
นะ
pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Oh, you see,
พากับระเบิดอยู่
I'm a
What the fuck
tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Panaconia. As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more attention they get.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy yet unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, I can feel something inside my head.
เลิกผลกระทบกับเราแล้วเหรอ
Is the harmony starting to kick in?
ไอ้หมอนี่มันยัดอะไรเข้าหัวกูวะเนี่ย
The world has truly lost its way.
อันนี้ประเด็นฉันยกให้คุณ
You wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show. You must have some capital. You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what?
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
คุณตาตะฝันอยากประทานไหมคุณพอรู้ว่าในฝันไอ้จะตามหามรณะได้จากที่ไหน
I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was the effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Panaconia movie industry. They even called this
What a joke. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the memory zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with... The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Bro, that's a broji. Oh my god. Bomb.
What the fuck
กูเจอบัวจีด้วยวะ
บัวจีได้ยินเนาะ
กูมันบัวจีเฉยๆอะบัวจีกูเจอบัวจีเดอะล็อกแล้ววะเฮียกูเจอบัวจี
sip of liquor, a blissful reprieve, to drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave.
ก็เลยเป็นขบีเนี่ย
Oh?
You're
giving these gems to me? Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit. But not before me.
The devil of Soul Glad?
เราอาจจะไปเป็นฟังหน่อยสิ
Care to elaborate?
ได้สิ มันคือหมาที่คอยอย่างนี้ล่ะ
They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones.
Yeah. Very. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family?
อยากส่งสมองตัวเองเป็นหลักฐานจริง
Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
ๆเฮ้ยเอาอัญเจลีมากดเราได้ดิฉันไม่เคยหวาดหวั่นอยู่แล้วโอเคเอาอัญเจลีมึงโคตร fucking bad lucky เนอะเพื่อนจบแล้วปะจบไรเงี้ย
จบแล้ว
จบไรเงี้ยทีรักกูแปลไม่ออกละไหนขอถามทีล่ำดิ
Take care, my
สับเลย
friend.
นะเพื่อน
If you ever find yourself in danger,
อายปณีพวกนี้ฉันจะให้คุณผู้ต่างของแชร์ก็ยังรู้สึกสับสนรักเพราะกำลังมองนกกระจอกที่เปื้อนไปด้วยโคลนมันขึ้นบินไม่ได้อยู่ใกล้จะความตายนะ
you don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank.
All right then. If you ever need help,
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound.
stowaways. How could there be stoways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that.
All right. Good luck with your work. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IBC.
ที่กูเมาแล้วแจกไปทั่วเลยเหรอ
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing. Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, me.
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the...
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me. Is this a gift?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind?
Neither.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right?
Hey, stay positive. The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted by the family. Well, I've collected a bunch of
Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
เอ้าไอ้ที่สปาร์เคิลอาจารย์ได้พูดถึงไหมว่าชาวซิงโกเนียอย่างพวกนายเหมาะที่อยู่ใต้ฝาระบายน้ำมากที่สุด
Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere.
แล้วก็เดี๋ยวก็ดมตรงนั้นทีเดี๋ยวก็ดมตรงนี้ทีไปขาดเลย
Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
น่าจะกระดับเลยแล้วท่านหนุ่มท่านมาคุยน้อย
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Oh.
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you. But what... Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now. And the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence. And that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within...
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threats seriously at all, otherwise...
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls, when that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for...
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
Oh my god.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm.
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sidonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my... Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 others. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a...
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no...
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget you're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more, it's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
Huh. What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, I have the whole day to spare. Welcome to Drink. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's...
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stand?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring... The discussion might take quite some time.
So I'll prepare some customized...
In the bar? But...
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's...
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with the customer's...
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to...
Stream forth, the gleam of old flames.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for it? Hey, what are you doing? You can't just throw trash. Happiness is the dream of the humble. Does this mean we can take it? Check out this bottle. The liquid inside looks half an amber. Ugh, drinking this stuff. That's true.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream, and it won't upset your...
That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris' stage. Not come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really...
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not...
Just...
What's her deal? We can't discuss...
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again? Time is running out. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm...
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? I just don't get why she won't leave this place. It's ridiculous, right? Our paths. I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. You don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how... I know she probably thinks...
Still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she won't leave this place. I've seen it. The crowd is going wild, applause crashing like I've seen that scene countless times in my dream. Want to raise a glass? My attendant. just don't get... Those darn Irish jerks! They're the ones who forced Shabbat. I get it now. I can help clear the way for her. Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. Maybe I should... Here's the payment for the drinks.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. And let me tell you, don't underestimate the bartenders of Penacony, especially not Gallagher. This guy... Don't go easy on this old man. Give him a real challenge.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done.
โหพี่บอมรู้เดี๋ยวกูลุกวะ กูอะไรก็ทางใหญ่ๆแต่จริงๆแล้วการ mix เครื่องดื่มไม่ได้ผสมอะไรที่คิดหรอกนะแค่ส่วนผสมที่ชอบเครื่องดื่มไปเรื่อยๆก็เป็นแค่นั้นเอง
So go ahead, explore the bar and bring me any ingredients. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the you won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Penacony. And that's what today's dream seekers crave. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time. Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got. Concentric circles. May you always remember where... Well, it's done. Here's to you, Dream Seeker, with this glass of elder to golden dreams.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavor!
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with I'm not entirely sure what it all means.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. And now there's no reason to Let's dig deeper into the case. And of course, I'll tell you a story. All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl, but here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh? Does that mean...
Different? Are you suggesting that girl wasn't actually killed? Come on, aren't you a witness in this case? Let me be frank. This case, actually, is
dealt with before, so...
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand...
I guess it's time to tell the story.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secret?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the...
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite...
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. Well, how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the watchmaker an enemy for a long time. But the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world? Inviting you here and causing...
So, you want to seize this...
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless, because the watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony. You don't get it? Well, not Mikhail, the betrayer of the family. He's the watchmaker.
Watchmaker คนที่ใครทำจะได้ยินนะรักจากผ่านไม่ได้สัมผัส
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, most popular.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the watchmaker?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun... You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams, but everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate this. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you...
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
Stream 4.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for? many of them. I've never... We don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention inside. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. The view here is great, right? We can see it, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, in the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fiction. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker...
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him. So maybe...
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
ใช่เหรอเหี้ย
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of... It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivity.
Thus, he became known as...
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion?
No. I'm not his companion. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to... Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony. Even while they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world, behind closed doors, they condemn him. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible, but we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, the family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of this.
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the... Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the we will find the answers we are... If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet... I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Something just happened at the theme... How ironic. What's so different?
Gallagher does have a...
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his story... Exactly. Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else. Probably within... That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy, and now we're sure that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message.
companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of...
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Well, this door is open. Looks like we'll have to investigate our...
Just one moment. Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being...
I see. What it...
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
Maybe the heads of the family, even the footprints here, are different from the rest. There are 2 sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Well, there aren't any people in this mansion. They've set up quite a few mimetic guards. On the still waters of oblivion.
Step up, let's see ya.
Moran, time for a buzz. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Look, it dropped something.
Note. Looks like instruction.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other... It must have been a big project to require that...
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion.
So, you're saying...
Yeah, but I...
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
No one...
Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me.
soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us. I remember hearing something.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with somehow. But as far as I know, there aren't many...
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position or possess...
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades. Information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims. And based on Sunday's...
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced. This light cone is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was
I wonder how their relationship isn't.
Growing up brings gains, but also loss.
Yeah, time is a way of smoothing things out. The beautiful dream.
It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Odie is happy with Sunday's...
They don't seem to care much about death. Instead, they're more concerned about the Charmony Festival and the...
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal. One thing's for sure.
Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspects. This traitor must have been...
They all seem to be insiders, but I haven't met any of them.
Huh?
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. However...
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so seriously.
That's all for now. Nothing more
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the...
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. And Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here. To ask you about the case and gather more information.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will soon pay the price.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival, and the family has every reason to suspect the IPC's involvement.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. Not to mention, however, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. You should be more cautious of Aventurine. While the wicked can't break through high walls, they can plunge their evil dagger into the heart of the righteous. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. But right now, he's out there handing out his wealth on the streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself. While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be... You never know. What
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio of this fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corps.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors of the second Katega Avgin extinction event. As per Strategic Investment Department head Diamond's sentiments, the IPC has appropriately relocated the suspect in the spirit of
What pretty eyes. Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway. No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejhazio. Maybe even the Sand King's remain.
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed to benefit anyone in the end, including the perpetrator himself.
Oh, madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me, what are you prepared to wager this time?
My life. I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
What do you want, then?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something to say.
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 tonbas. The remainder of my market value. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance. Which is why you should call him here.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one
gets to see him. From here on out, I am Diamond's representative. And you're wrong. 30 Tombas. He'll give you that. And much more than that. Wealth, status, power. The IPC will give you whatever you want, even what you don't want. Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. You, though, you deserve to live, to create even more wealth for us. Go, pick the clothes you like, then choose your desired identity. And then, use them well, child. May your plans never suffer failure.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value. People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost. Is it because Gayatri blesses me? Well, if that's the case, she must... But... even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come? Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or never to return? I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas, lowly gambler. What? What? Am I dreaming? Or have I gone completely insane? Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that electric chair by a mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea? Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony. The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. No need to be so polite. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you. A grand unveiling. You really think you... Why not? Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road. Let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk. What exactly are you? Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future. First I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next? Why are there no guests here?